Hello and welcome to another Major Market Movements quick update for October 14th, 2015. I'm Quad G, and in this video we're covering the precious metals complex, starting off here with gold, and wanted to give you a couple ideas of where I think the precious metals complex may be heading. Currently, if we've got this main downward trend line here, this blue line that's been tested once, twice, three times. There is the potential in this particular run to come up and possibly test that blue trend line up here in the 1230 range or so in the next couple weeks, possibly. There is that possibility. There's in Elliott wave terms, which I don't have shown here, that's left for subscribers, but there is a chance that this could be a wave 4 and we could see another wave down. So this particular zone, let me zoom in on this a little bit more. We've got this orange trend line here to the downside that's been tested 1, 2, almost 3, 4, and now 5. So basically we have a rule of 4, rule of 5 breakout to the upside above the orange trend line. So we couldn't just be getting into some momentum to the upside that wants to see the market may want to come up here and backfill this manic drop that occurred here in late June, and then there's another manic drop that occurred way back here in the middle of May. So this could be a cleanup job for those two particular manic drops in this run. So that gives us a potential range, which we're just entering now, between about 1180 to as high as 1230. These are some buy zones that were sent out to subscribers of my website, and so far we're still holding on. We did get into a buy here in this range, saw a nice jump up, took some profit, and then reloaded again back here in 1099 to 1111. And so far we're still holding on to a position from that buy zone, adding and subtracting along the way as we saw fit. But right now we're still long to the upside, and currently don't see any reason to let go of that long side position. Let's go ahead and move on to silver. Silver doing the similar maneuver, but on a larger scale. Silver's already met its, not on log scale, just a linear scale. We are coming up to meet this blue trend line, this multi-year trend line that started all the way back here in 2013, August 2013. And that's been tested once, twice, three times, and now this fourth test right here looks like it may break to the upside. It's looking pretty good so far. We saw this shot to the upside, came up and tested the blue trend line, but instead of seeing an immediate rejection, strong rejection, we just saw some sideways float here, and then now looks like today we're coming up and likely to give a close above the blue trend line on a daily closing basis. So good chance of another rule of 4 breakout here that could send silver up, potentially up here to the upper 17s. The other possibility I see here is the 61.8% Fibo right there at about 1630 as another potential resistance point that we may see tested, and from there we could see a pullback. So kind of a tedious spot right here, right around this 1630. If that's clearly broken, then I think it could continue to charge up towards 1775 in the short term. There's also some buy zones that previously that I sent out to subscribers, and so far we're still holding on to a position from way back here in the lower 14s. And I also, last night we prescribed another buy zone there for 1570 to 16, and so far it's looking pretty good. I would say the upside is still looking stable, while the price is above this key support here at about 1581. Moving along to GDX, um, again we got this lengthy resistive trend line here, been tested once, twice, 3 times already. Possible fourth test coming up fairly soon. If we zoom in this a little bit closer, come in here. Original buy zone was way back here in the middle of September, and that was based upon this shot down, this small bump, and then this slow drift to the downside. We did see a hammer candle here back on September 11th, and that's what stirred this buy. It also looked like it could be the head of a bullish inverted head and shoulders pattern, and looks like that's playing out as expected. And actually, the measured distance between the head and the neckline applied to the breakout above the neckline gave an initial target of about $17, and it looks like we're meeting that today. It doesn't mean that the price couldn't carry on above that $17 level. It just means this particular inverted head and shoulders pattern does give us a projection to that point, and it's done a great job of leading us to that point. So far from the original buy zone, we are sitting on about a 27+% gain in GDX, and still holding on to long positions. And GDXJ, also wanting to show you the rule of 5 breakout, actually, right here. This lengthy trend line starting all the way back here in July of 2014. Been tested multiple times, and whenever you see this, especially on a log scale chart like I have here, whenever you see a trend line just continuing to be hammered like this on the 4th or even 5th time, you're just increasing your probability of a breakout, and so we're certainly seeing that now. And also we applied a buy zone to the higher leveraged nugget here, which is a mirror of GDX, just times 3. And currently from that buy zone, which occurred back here in middle of September, we're nearly seeing a one-fold increase, 100% increase from that position. So really nice move so far. I do think there could be a little bit more upside to go. Again, watching for potential topping action, and any pullback that we see in these markets will likely be looked upon as another buying opportunity for another potential move to the upside. It's really all going to depend on, going back here to gold, it's really all going to depend on how the gold comes up here and interacts with these two zones. If this particular run shoots all the way up here to 1230 or higher, then there's an increasing chance that this low right back here at a 1080 to 1095 did complete a major bottom, and that would mean from this point, any pullbacks from this zone would be coveted as potential buy points for another larger rule of 4 breakout to the upside from this blue trend line here that's originated all the way back here to mid 2013. I send out these videos on YouTube on occasion, but if you're interested in a day-to-day running analysis of what's happening in the precious metals complex, I do have a subscription service that you can sign up for. You can get a 30-day free trial which you're under no obligation. You can cancel at any time. And I send out daily analysis to subscribers with buy zones, sell zones, stop loss levels, and what have you for those who are serious about trading. And you can go ahead and click on the link in the comments, and that will bring you to the Major Market Movements front page. And from there, you can find the sign up button and get yourself on board. And once you do, even in the 30-day free trial, you can go back and everything's cataloged there, all the history. So you can go back and take a look at these buy zones and what was happening here and why I was calling for a buy at these levels. So that's it for now. You'll have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Adios.